If you feel subdued by the narcissist through their body language and mannerisms, like how they talk to you, look at you, and walk with you, this episode is for you. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. In this episode, we will focus on a specific element of narcissistic behaviorism, which is walking. We will learn why a narcissist walks ahead or behind you and what that means. If that sounds intriguing, drop a comment and let me know if the narcissist walked ahead or behind you, because later in this episode you will understand why they do so. Also subscribe and help spread awareness. Let's get started with a basic understanding of what walking alongside someone subconsciously means. Walking alongside someone is a sign of unconscious acceptance and compromise, where both parties find a walking tempo that falls somewhere near the middle of their average walking speed. It signifies respect, openness, regard, and most importantly, submission and compromise. But when it comes to a narcissist, they are too grandiose and entitled to think of you as an equal or a person they can compromise with. They see you as a commodity they own, a thing among many things that is nowhere as special and as important as them. As a manifestation of the same thought process and distorted belief system, they either walk ahead or behind you. Both walking orientations have different meanings, which I will cover in a minute. Walking ahead or behind you is also the proof of the narcissist's impaired or missing empathy. They cannot form true emotional attachments/bonds, which is why they walk out ahead, displaying their lack of concern, consideration of your existence, and ultimately empathy, because all of it comes back to empathy and selflessness in the end. They're only concerned about their needs and wants and have nothing to do with yours or you, which becomes quite evident when they walk ahead. They don't look at what is happening behind them to ensure you are alright. They just keep walking and want you to keep up with their pace. And if you fail to do so, they give you a scary and a demeaning look as if they're commanding you to do better. Also, sadistic and malignant narcissists take pleasure in making other people suffer. When you are with them in public, they walk faster, making you panic and rush. They may intentionally hide and leave your line of sight to create a reason for punishing you later. Ironically, when you find them, they may blame your slow walking for their bewilderment. Now let's talk about control and dominance. Narcissists walk ahead or behind to assert dominance. In a normal and a healthy relationship, be it with anyone, your parent, partner, or a friend, you walk together as equals and as two individuals with mutual regard for each other's presence. But when you are with a narcissist, they walk ahead or behind you to make you feel controlled and under their thumb. By walking this way, they invalidate and neglect you. They send a non-verbal message across that says, I own you, you are mine, or you don't matter to me and I am better than you. They want you to look up to them for direction and depend on them for your way forward so they can feel happy about how much power they have over you. When walking behind, they terrorize you because you feel you are being closely watched and monitored. You feel like a terrified dog on a leash which has a cruel master behind it. They may even pass comments on your walking style to make you anxiously self-conscious and stressed. While walking ahead, they create a chase, indicating that they are pulling away and that you must run after them to stop them from leaving you. All of this affects you subconsciously, which manifests as anxiety around going out with them or being around them in public. Talking more about abandonment trauma, they walk ahead or behind to make you feel alone in your experience. They make you feel abandoned and isolated, like you're alone and there is no one for you. They act like strangers because they need to be alone to do their dirty, malicious stuff. If they walk next to you, they won't get winked at. Better yet, you will see them winking at others and acting single when they are in a relationship with you. They won't get to stay away from the symbol of shame they see you as. They need to look good in everyone's eyes, and being with you and walking with you makes them feel embarrassed. As per them, you are a weakling, a burden, and an unwanted object they do not want to be associated with, especially when others are watching. I remember whenever my father took me to the doctor, which he rarely did, for an issue caused by his abuse, he would distance himself and act as if he was being forced to be there. He would sit in his car and let things magically work themselves out. They project their shame on you and punish you for something that is their burden to carry. In truth and reality, narcissists are escapists. Not walking with you is just a form of their escapism. It has nothing to do with who you are as a person. In a nutshell, not walking with you is a disrespectful gesture. By acting this way, they convey that you're way beneath them and don't deserve to have them walking side by side. Before I end this episode and you leave, what did you resonate with the most throughout the presentation? Let me know in the comments and I'll talk with you in the next one. Till then, let the healing begin.